Hi guys, once again the gear's out. So yeah, just thought I'd do another quick review on my favourite Futures large fins. Again, I've tried and played around with a few, and I've just got one board that's got Futures fins now. So there's a few of these going for sale. So I just thought I'd just talk through them before I get rid of them, pretty much. So yeah, here's a bunch of my favourites. They're pretty much mostly in the large size. So I'll just start straight from this side. So these are the Kinetic Racing Joel Parkinsons. These are actually in an FCS base, but you can get these in the Futures base. So they are one of my all-time favourites, very similar to the Almeric template. They've got the big base, reasonable amount of sweep, and the rear trailer fin, rear thruster fin is very slightly smaller than the side fins. So I really like that. It gives you a really good balance of speed, drive, drawn out turns, power and release. I really like the Carbo tunes as well. They're a bit, these are getting old now, but I mean, if you find some of these cheap, grab some, because they're absolutely epic fins. They're brilliant fins. They're actually, I think hopefully I get the right one. They're either designed by, I think it's JS. It's either JS or DHD, but they're just brilliant. They're brilliant fins. So yeah, that's the Parcos in the Kinetic Racing. The Roberts are very similar too. So these are the Roberts Generations series. Those have got a nice. If you've ridden Futures, they've got the Vector 2 foiling. So they actually generate. They've got a concave on the inside, so they actually generate extra speed. So those are very similar in shape, actually, funny enough, to these Parcos. And again, you've got a slightly smaller rear fin, and these carbon layups in the Generation series are really cool. Really like them. The flex is really nice. So they're nice, fast, grippy, powerful fin. My all-time favorite, hard to beat fin is the Almeric in a large. Again, you see the big base, small tip for release, swept backs for big, powerful, drawn-out turns. Again, the rear fin is slightly smaller than the side fins. So those three, not a million miles off each other, to be fair. I like all of those, and the AMs are great as a quad as well. So the other ones are the Hayden Shapes here, the Hayden Shapes Generation series. These are a really nice fin. They're actually not a million miles off the FCS2 Performer, but they just work really well. There's something about the inside foil on the Futures fins is just really good. Hey, they've got the inside foil again. That carbon layup's really nice. These are not quite as deep as the others. A little bit more upright, not quite as swept back. And I believe they're pretty much the same size rear thruster fin as well as the sides. They're not like a step down rear fin. And then the rear quads are one of the larger of the rear quads. And they're honestly, as a quad set, these things work awesome. I know Benny at Benny's boardroom's always he's always chanting about those, because he seems to ride those in a lot of stuff, and I can see why, because they seem to work in everything. So if you like a bit more of an all-rounder, a bit more release, and loads of speed generation, they just get great as a quad. And then the Firewires are quite a different fin. They're very deep, so they've got plenty of hold. The base isn't huge, so they're not. You can still turn them quite quickly, and they're a fairly upright fin as well. So I think they're. And in FCS they call them a medium, and I think in Futures they call them a large. I'd find them a large, really. They're a nice grippy fin, and the rears are one of the deeper rear quad fins sets that you can get. So if you've got maybe a little bit of a different board, or you're getting a bit of a funny feeling, you want to switch, you want to take a little bit of area out of the front fin off something like this on the base, and move it back towards the rear fin to give you more grip off if you've got like a big tail, or you're just looking to get that extra grip out of the back that you're not quite getting. These Futures could work really well for you. I've had them in my Rob Machado Creeper in the FCS2, and they are really good. They sort of seem to have a really nice. They release good, but they seem to hold a lot of speed and flow really nicely. So excuse me, yeah, they're a really nice they're a really nice fin. So yeah, I've only got one. I've just got one board now that's in futures. So I'm pretty much just going to keep the trusty old GAMs, and I'm going to grab the Roberts as well, and the Hayden Shapes will fetch really good money. So I'll let those go. Because I can't go too far wrong with the AMs, and I ride those in most of my FCS2 boards, so it just keeps that same feel pretty much. But yeah, that's just a quick rundown. Again, you know, choosing between them, yeah, anything on this side, they're all my go-to favourite. I'm very used to those. Hayden Shapes are really good, very impressive, especially as a quad, and especially if you want a bit more release and and not too big a fin, and a bit more of an upright fin. And then the Firewise is just something different. So I'll just give you a little close up of the lot. But yeah, I just wanted to keep this one fairly quick. It was really just because you're probably never going to see these fins in one place. So there's a little cross section of some of my favourites, and if you like that big base, small tip, you're probably going to like the John Johns or the Geordies as well. So yep, that's it for that one, and I'm just going to do a quick review of my Futures Grovel fins as well if you're interested in that. So stay tuned. See ya.